I waited for you. Found I was waiting for me. Sweet revelation. Yeah, man. So sweet. That's it, isn't it? You know, we're looking, wanting to find something, and then all of a sudden, we find ourselves. We see the truth. Yeah. We see what goes in us and goes through us. And not going to be found waiting at home. Not going to be found in your comfortable bed late in the morning. Not going to be found sitting and watching TV. But it's going to be found. You got to go out there. I waited for you. Found I was waiting for me. Ah, sweet revelation. That's the haiku for this week. And this week's I Ching, this week's Qua is powerful. Some very powerful words that are headed your way, our way, my way. And we come to the Oracle. 3,000, 5,000 years in the making, who knows? Learning so much as I go deeper and deeper into this history. And who knows what's real? Who knows what's real anyway? Yeah. The I Ching for the week of April 15th, 2019. Number 20, Guan. Overseeing. I'm going to talk about it in this Qua. But look at the construction of the hexagram, right? The 6 lines. If you look at it, it looks like a tower, right? And that's what we're going to talk about. Overseeing. Above is Sun, the root, and below is Kun, the center of the earth. Wisdom. All right, get ready, man. You got to be prepared for this. You are now seen. Okay. And not always the most comfortable thing in the world to be seen, but you are now seen. You've exposed yourself, and you cannot hide who you truly are. You knew that. You've been working hard to be on top of your game. Cool. Now the reality of the situation sets in. You've been found by the teaching necessary to proceed. And wrapped in these lessons is exposure. Yeah. Examine where you've lied to yourself and diligently begin to correct your way of thinking so you can find comfort in being who you truly are. Even if you made a conscious decision to continue with the old patterns of a protective shield around you, it's not going to work. So best pay attention to this lesson. Safety now will be achieved through correct action. Actions that are in harmony with the greater good. The time and place of the observer is presented to you now. It's a window of opportunity for advancement. You don't have to take these opportunities, man. You don't have to. Because there you are, you're naked on the shore, and you can remain there in the pain and the grief and the doubt and the nakedness and loss if you choose. But in that choice, you will repeat your old, tired patterns of denial and false ego that caused the crisis of heart and spirit that set you on the road to get better, to find the peace and the stillness in your intuition. And here in your intuition, it has told you that it is, and it's true, it is the salve of healing the wounds. Know this, the observer you are now cannot be covert. You can't hide out, man. See, it's the opposite because you're fully seen now. I know it's scary sometimes, but you're seen for the truth of what and who you are. The action now is to have humility and do not vary from the truth of who you know you are. The architecture of the hexagram, as we said, it looks like an observation tower. The tower is your foundation now. And it's here that you're seen, and from here you see. And with stillness, the correct actions and the beneficial road to traverse will be shown to you. And it's here that you'll find, might scare you, surprise you, a great confidence has been wrought from the inner fire of desire to live your life in a better way. What else do we want, A life where you're in harmony, with love, with abundance, with stillness, where you find peace of mind. What else, As the observer, you cannot help but be observed. When you're seeing the negative inner voice of the trickster, the coyote, the critic, it's going to come up and try to bite you in the ass, man. It'll try to convince you that you have been incorrect in your actions, your behaviors, and your thinking. You haven't done well. But know this, that voice is where the lies about yourself are born. You can change the words. It's that easy, you see. Change these words in your thinking, and the trickster immediately loses its power. And you will not be able to go off the path even if you wanted to, right? It's not going to work like that anymore. Your ego would have you re-enter the prison of discontent because it is the right thing to do, man. Nah, it's not. The jailer. The jailer is the ego, and your actions are none of the ego's business. Give your power away here, and the fall from the tower is far and useless after you've worked so hard to get to where you know you belong. Yeah, look, getting to the top of the tower, however it is, if it's in your life, your love, your spiritual life, your physical life, that's where we want to be. When we're there, it isn't all smooth because we're seen, which means that we have to be diligent about ourselves. We got to quiet the ego's negative voice by changing your thinking. Here, the benefits of your personal work and your personal practice are going to pay off, and it will be pleasurable. You've had the get out of jail free card in your pocket. It's been there all along. In this case, the name on the calling card is yours. It's you. And you are in charge of your freedom. Nobody else, man. Not the trickster. Nobody else is holding you in prison, man. You're holding yourself. And this voice is going to try to disguise itself as righteous. Try to use guilt and shame. Don't go for it. You see, there's no way around it now. When you become the keen observer, you will be exposed and seen. From here, you will see what must be seen in order to proceed in safety with the knowledge necessary to carry you further into your truth. The truth that's been hidden, or that you have hidden from yourself through doubt and shame and fear. The covert cycle is now over. You've come to a time in relationships, business, inner journey, where it's the proper thing to do now is just to pause for a minute, find stillness in your practice, quiet down and listen. There are hidden messages just waiting for you. Messages that will take you further and deeper toward the full understanding of what your purpose is in your family, in your tribe, in your community, in your world. In order to receive this information, you must come to stillness. It is the pause that happens between lightning and thunder. And that's precisely where you stand at this moment in time. With eyes wide open, contemplate your world. Your words are heard, your ideas are met with acceptance. Hallelujah. Yeah, man. What has been unseen is now revealed. The universal laws that are of love, of abundance, of healing, and the growth that you've been waiting for, it's here now. And you can make all this useful because you do know how to do it. It's easy. It is natural. If you're feeling like you're stepping out of natural bounds, reassess the situation. And from the lofty view of the observation tower, you will see what you have not seen before. It's psychedelic in its way, you see, because it becomes obvious what must be done. Who you will welcome into the trusted fold, who will be no longer accepted and what modes of behavior are appropriate. Root out all that is toxic, all the junk that's around you, no matter how small the poison. Don't overlook it. If you do, if you ignore this, it's going to gain strength. Man, ask a man who's owned one. This is your time in the sun. The bright light that shows you purpose, and if allowed, will place you well in community. Place you well in tribe. Hold your head high. Be the beacon of truth for your fellow pilgrims. Whatever your truth is, it doesn't have to be better than somebody else's truth or the best truth in the world. It's your truth. And if you hold your head high with your truth, your fellow pilgrims will see it and honor it, because this is your time. In the recent past, things that have seemed small and unimportant, they're now vital to look at. You see, as your spirit gets deeper, your love and your emotions are coming to the fore. Contemplate the apple. Okay, look at the apple. It has a small brown spot on it. If you ignore that small bit of rot, you're going to lose the entire bushel. And that's the truth, you see. This is your condition. You are the observer, and you must fiercely deal with what or who is poisoning the well. Now, it could be a person. It could be an old, convenient way of thinking where you've been in denial of your truth. And there's no doubt that your true benefit comes from changing the way of thinking, changing old beliefs that has caused discomfort and created obstacles on your path. As you clear the way, your voice is made clear, and you're heard. Your creations are accepted. Your eyes are washed clean, and you can see as never before the true colors that are all around you. I told you it was psychedelic. Identify and trust the impressions shown in you, that show in color, that show in shadow, that show in light. These are the symbols of your intuitive nature. It is here, in this space, that you enliven the seer within that has been in rest and not ready for exposure to the world. Well, it's ready. Unleash this power and trust what you see and what you hear. Trust is a key here. With these movements firmly in place, your heart will be renewed and you can love again. Take a breath. I want to say that again. With these movements firmly in place, your heart is renewed and you can love again. And that's also love of yourself, love of your world, love of your nation. With fearless, spoken truth, the way will open for you to receive the love that has been patiently waiting right in front of you. It, she, he, it's right there. All you got to do is make a choice. And it's your choice. Nobody else. They're not going to tell you what to do, who to love, how to be. Not going to tell you that. You will tell yourself that. Know that as you follow your correct path, you got that? As you follow your correct path of truth, trust, proper behavior, you'll be safe. And be able to drop the fear that you've used as a shield from exposing your authenticity. It's a funny game, man. You know, you want to expose yourself. You say, I'm afraid, I can't do it. I'm afraid what people think. Nah, get over that one. That's not what it's about. You will no longer need to seek abundance. It'll find you. All you got to do is let go. Embrace the guidance that will come. It may be your intuition or the words of a wise person in your tribe. Very possible. Maybe a child's laughter. It might be the calling bird song. Just pay attention and listen. So there you are, sitting on this tower. As you sit there, be in contemplation. Eyes open, keen and diligent observation. Now dig it. You will only be able to see as much as you allow yourself to be seen. You will only be loved as much as you love. And you will only receive as much as you give. Embrace the beauty of Gaia, of our beautiful earth that we must take care of. Of her nature, nurture her nature. And nature your fellow human beings. Nurture the four-leggeds. Nurture the birds. Put yourself first in all decisions, actions, and agreements. That's not selfish, because this is the way that you will trust, and that's how you'll be trusted. Sing, dance, and be joyous, and know this: you are not alone. Literally invite all to the dance. Bring them separately, bring them together. If they are in step with you, celebration is in order. If not, it can't be helped. As you release the old with love, compassion. Music, laughter, love, and deep listening are your medicines as you walk your medicine path toward remembering who you are. And who you are is magnificent. Yeah. I'm reminded of the Gestalt prayer here. I am not in this life to live up to your expectations. You're not in this life to live up to mine. I do my thing. You do yours. If we meet in the middle, it's beautiful. If not, it can't be helped. Namaste, my brothers. Namaste, my sisters. Be the love you desire. Teach the peace that you wish to have around you. In Lakesha Lakin, I am the other you. And I like it that way. Namaste. Little call out to my friend Kai Pacha, to Laura. I love you guys so much. In Costa Rica, my dear friends Nuno and Catarina in Portugal, holding it up there. I send everybody who I love, and I send it to you, who I love. Namaste. Namaste.